welcome to Infinite Sky. My name is Danguole and today I'm going to do your pick a card reading. Today we are looking into your past life. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, you can feel free to choose two, maybe three, I don't know. But yes, I'm going to be channeling only one lifetime and I'm going to use this tarot deck. It's not actually a tarot, it's an oracle deck. Actually, specifically used for past lives. So if you're interested in my videos, I'm also doing a personal readings. All information is down in the description box below. So let's look into your files. So I will be very specific about your past lives, so you will know exact timeline that you were born, also your gender, and the age when you died. So if you clicked on this video, it means like you believe in the past lives and you believe and you accept the concept of reincarnation. But actually we are infinite souls and our incarnations is not bound only on the earth plane, but we are also incarnating in the different dimensions, different planets and different material worlds. But I actually focused only on the earth, and also I'm going to channel what specific place you were living, so that you could visit that country if you want and maybe remember more about that lifetime. So these are your options. We have pile number 1, 2, 3 and 4. So choose one crystal that you feel the most drawn to. Once you've done your choosing, you should go to the description box where you can find the timestamps for your specific reading. So for pile number 1, we have hiddenite. For pile number 2, we have, I forgot, Libyan gold tektite. For pile number 3, we have muscovite. And for pile number 4, we have diamond. So I will leave you with the 30 seconds of meditation so you can focus on your crystals. Hello, pile number 2. So you chose this crystal. This is called hiddenite. I don't know how to pronounce this crystal. So this is your reading. What was your past life? So I'm going to channel only one past life of yours because if I get too deep into your Akashic records and I will keep channeling more information, it will get messy. And because all lifetimes are connected to your current timeline, so I could channel any lifetime that you want, but the most significant will appear here on this reading for your current lifetime, for your current timeline and your current situation. So you chose this crystal for a reason. I feel like you are stuck in your past, and because you're stuck in your past, you're intuitively drawn to those past lives readings because those readings could help you to release your past. And I recommend you to watch more of those videos because you can dig deeper into your connections, into your relationship, and how it is affecting your life today. So it is written here, when you find yourself stuck in the past or you're too focused on the future, it helps you to be here and now. So you're learning right now how to be in the moment, how to be present, and you're struggling with that. And the reason why you're struggling is your relationships. And more specifically is attachment to your relationship. And the reason why this is the significant lifetime for you is because in this lifetime, your spirit guides are saying you were forming attachment, deep attachments to your family members. And because those attachments were formed, you are suffering right now, and you are suffering to let go of the connections, to let go of the person that needs to go. Also, you've got a song which is called Clay Orange. You can find the song in the description box. I linked it. So basically what it says that you right now you are struggling, and I think that this is for your romantic connection. You are struggling to release one person that is very attached to you. You were in love with this person, and because you're always remembering the memories and times that you were in love with this person, you are struggling to be here and now. And it's almost like this person took away your happiness by, like, it made you humble and it made a lot of pain. It was a painful experience with this person. So you're kind of hating that you have to remember. You cannot let go of the past and you have to remember this person, and you don't want to remember. You want to live your life, but you are stuck in thinking, overthinking about this person. So bear with me, I will get more information, but it won't be, I feel like it won't be about this person in particular, but it will be around the connections and around the relationships that you had in this lifetime. So first I'm going to look what is the people that were significant to you in that lifetime. So we have the sister and the spirit guide. So this is the situation. In that lifetime, you had a sister, and that sister is no longer with you. It's your spirit guide. You had very close connection with your sister. It was like very close member of your family. And right now, this person is in the astral realms and helping you from above and helping you to see, to kind of zoom out your life and to see your circumstances in a different light, and helping you to go through this chapter of your life. So they became your spirit guide because you created very strong attachment in this lifetime. You created very strong attachment to your sister. Okay, let's see more. So you have knighthood, Celtic, and health. We will also look to your tarot, and these tarot cards are helping me to just dig deeper into your story of your lifetime. So what I see is, in this lifetime, you lived in England's United Kingdom territory that is currently a United Kingdom, and at that time it was a Celtic civilization, or it was around that time. The timeline that they're giving me is 1120. 1120. It was that time. And you were a doctor. I see that you were a doctor, or you were in a profession that was helping people or helping those who are weak, who are vulnerable. You could be also a knight or a protector of some kind. And the relationship that you had with your sister is like protector. You both were protectors of each other. You were both kind of very cared for each other. You were very deeply connected. And you worked in the health service. So I'm getting, for most of you, you were a doctor, or you were like a guardian of that sister. You were a guardian, and now this sister is a guardian of you. So I'm getting the one event that happened. So your sister died. This event kind of created this anxious attachment style in those other lifetimes that you had after this lifetime. So the sister died in a slow and gradual way. It was some kind of disease or illness that you couldn't cure. And for those of you who were a doctor, you kind of wanted to save your sister from that disease, and you were confident that you will save the sister because you're a good doctor. You knew your profession. You knew everything about that disease, or you thought that you knew. So you were confident that you will save your sister, and you were not. So you were not able to save your sister, and she died. And like, you were devastating. Like, this is the most important member of your family, and you were devastating. I'm not getting significant relationship with your parents. Either your parents were away at that time, or you kind of didn't feel so close to your parents, or they didn't help you in that situation. So the only significant connection was with your sister. And so you didn't know how to heal your sister, but after she died, you then knew how to cure, and you helped a lot of people with that illness or that disease, and you were respected in your field. I'm getting like the vibe like you were very respected, and you got the recognition that you needed in your job. But of course, you missed that sister, and you were mourning that sister, and you were in a deep appreciation for her, and kind of a little bit depressed. But you were not depressed in a whole lifetime, I'm getting, but maybe for 1 or 2 years you were in a depressive state of mind, but you managed to get out of that state of mind. You were not so depressed all the way down to your death. So yeah, so this is what I get. And this event created a like powerless, very deep powerlessness in your core, in your soul. Like, you are a fighter. You were used to fight, and in this lifetime, I feel like you're a fighter. When you decide that you want to fight for your family, and you are like fighting for your family. You want to protect your family, you want to take care of your family, and you're fighting for your family. But at that time, you were so powerless. You felt like you don't have a control over this situation. So that's why sometimes you tend to be anxious, and I'm getting that you're anxious right now, even right now, as I'm channeling. Like, I'm getting quite intense anxiety from you, so we'll see more. But like, I feel like you are the fighter and you are used to fight for your family members. Okay, so let's see other significant connection. Other significant connection is your daughter. This is your daughter. Okay, I'm gonna lay these cards like these. I'm gonna just lay all it out. Okay. So, if you don't have a children, I think this reading is not for you. Or if you're not planning to have children, this is not for you. But you definitely will have daughter, or you already have daughter in your life, in this life. So this daughter was you had a few lifetimes with her. I'm not getting like you had quite a lot of lifetimes with her, maybe a few, at least two of lifetimes, but you didn't have a deep connection with her. So it was in your family, but in your more far away family. It means like she wasn't your sister, your father, or any member that was close to you. But this time you chose this daughter for a reason. And you chose to have your daughter in your lifetime because this is a karmic connection for you. You have to learn certain things from this connection. What you are learning is how to be patient and how to be flexible with her. I feel like you have a power struggles with your daughter. If not, you will have power struggles with your daughter. The ages of the daughter, I'm getting 3 and 8. So it is a significant ages for your daughter, no matter in what situation you are. In the age of 3, your daughter will learn how to be generous, but also how to be independent and how to be powerful, but not in a forceful way. So you will experience a lot of, or you are right now experience a lot of anger issues, anger outbursts, and you have to learn how to navigate through these situations with your daughter and how to remain loving yet strict. So you have to learn how to have boundaries, but also to remain generous and loving to your daughter. So this is the lesson that I'm getting. And she will behave in immature ways in the age of 3 and 8, and it doesn't matter what age your daughter is right now. Even if she's older, that means like she will learn, or she's learning right now. In the age of 3 and 8, she will act in immature ways, and she's learning how to be in her power because she struggles to see her own power and her own independence. She wants to control the situation. She's very controlling, and she's triggering that control issues in you. So this is the triggering factor for you. This is definitely a karmic connection. You have to balance this relationship with her. And I see that you don't know how to connect with her, and it's really important for you to connect with your daughter right now so that you don't miss anything from her life. And if she's already an adult, it means like you have to almost compensate for that time that you weren't present in your life. And it's like a strong message that I'm getting for all of you who's watching. Doesn't matter what connection you have, either is loving or it's hate or love. It means like you have to connect with your daughter right now and be present for her. And I know for some of you, you kind of feel ashamed for not putting the attention to her because you had your own struggles, and your spirit guides are not judging for you for that. But remember that nothing is lost, and you can change that situation right now. Even right now, like as you're watching, like go hug your daughter and say that you love her and say that you are with her, and like kind of be with her, be present with her. Because for some of you, you lost the connection. You thought, okay, I cannot connect with her and I just want to let go of this, or I will not be able to connect with her and I'm just going to focus on my life. But you have to connect with her. Like you have to connect with her. And also for some of you, you are struggling with the co-parenting situation. You have issues with the father of this daughter, um, and it could be one step further, one step forward and two steps back, one step forward and two steps back. And this is because this is healing. The situation with this father of your daughter is healing, and you have to learn how to be good co-parents to her daughter, or just parents. I don't know what situation apply to your, because this is a general reading. But the main message is like, don't lose hope in this situation. Don't lose hope, and just stay positive about this, and know that struggles may happen, obstacles may happen, but just be in your power and be very clear with this father or mother of yours, and know that this is like kind of destined to have the struggles. You're learning something. You're learning how to be loving and yet strict, and how to be clear about your boundaries. Okay, let's see more. Also watch your words. Like remember that anger and like how you talk is very important. How you talk with your this person that you're involved in this situation, and also your daughter. This is very important, how you talk. Don't get angry, don't get overwhelmed by your emotions. Be very logical also. I feel like in this lifetime you were also had very strong connection with the trees, especially the oaks and the willows. So if you find difficult and you find yourself overwhelmed by emotions, just go in the nature and hug the tree, because you already established a quite deep emotional almost connection with the trees, because you didn't have anybody after your sister died in that lifetime. You didn't have anybody to connect, so you connected with the nature. And also uh, you developed strong bond with your spirituality and with your spirit guides, and you were interested in that esoteric field. Could be elves, could be fairies that you were interested, because you noticed the elemental life, and many things you notice that you didn't notice before, and that help you to connect not only to people but the things around you and the nature around you. Yeah, so you already have this medicine man or woman, so you were in that field. It was a significant profession of yours. So, okay, let's see more, what we can get more from this reading. So, I'm going to see how you died in that lifetime, because the moment how you died is significant. It's very significant. So you have 7 of Wands and 6 of Wands. So I'm not getting the specific age that you died, because it is a general reading and it might be not important what age you died in that lifetime. But you died fighting. It means like either you were never lost hope, like you established very strong faith in universe and in God, and you were never lost hope. So I think that you also died from something, from a disease or illness that was gradual, and you were fighting for your life, but you were not miserable. You were not, oh, I'm just going to die, and that's like, you were not a victim. You didn't feel a victim in this situation. You were a fighter. You were a warrior, and you were very respected. So when you died, everybody honored you, honored your work, honored the work that you did for other people, and the people noticed that you were highly advanced soul and you helped them. You were respected, and you knew, you felt that love and that appreciation of your surrounded people, even though those people didn't connect with you in the deeper way, but you you were a very compassionate person, and they noticed that. They noticed that. Okay, let's see if I didn't miss anything. So, yeah, so right now, your spirit guides are saying you are learning how to accept the situation. You are learning acceptance. You have to accept the situation that you are in. Accept the situation with your daughter, accept the situation uh, with your lover, with your maybe ex-lover, and just move on. Of course, it's easier said than done, but also the spirit guides us saying like abundance and success is in your core. You are a fighter, you are a warrior, but also you have to learn how to relax, how to be in the flow, and just not to worry about the things that is happening. But abundance is in your core. It means like if you feel like you're stuck in that lacking mindset, it is only temporary. It is only temporary. It will solve. The situation is already healing. The situation that you're in is already healing. It will take a little bit time, but it will be healed for you. It won't last long. So also what I feel with your daughter, um, learn how to like very contemplate about your daughter, something about your daughter you have to contemplate, because and about the power struggles that you have, how to solve your power struggles with your daughter. That's the main focus. And if you learn this lesson right now, it means you will know how to be good parents in next phases of your life, because this situation will haunt you and will come back in circles. It means like you will have to face this challenge now, or in other times you will have to face this challenge, and especially the power struggles that you have. So learn how to be flexible right now so that you can be flexible in other times of your life. And also the feeling that I'm getting, if you're struggling to release your ex or release your lover or release some romantic connections, know that yes, no one could replace this person. You knew that, and nobody could replace that love that you had for this person, but also know that spirit has a plan, and spirit will never leave you helpless. It will also definitely, you will find someone that you will have loving connection, and love comes in many forms. So right now it's time for you to know that love is all around, and love comes from many people on many forms, even from trees, from nature, from your animals, from pets, from anything. So don't focus only on the romantic connection, and just try to put your attention to here and now. Okay, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you would like to book a personal reading, all information is in the description box below. So thank you and bye. Hello, pile number 1. So you chose this crystal. So this is your reading about your past lifetime. So I'm going to channel only one lifetime, and it will be a very detailed reading, I hope so, because a lot of information is coming through with this pile. It was very intense lifetime, I feel. And there's so many messages. I hope I can get through this reading. I already wrote it down, everything that I need. So if I miss something, I will check what I already wrote. So you chose this crystal, which is Libyan gold tektite, I think. So in this lifetime, you were healing and you had many lessons, which is associated with your lower chakras: root chakra, sacral chakra, and solar plexus. This was the main focus of your lifetime, to have a deeper knowing what is stability in life, what is sexuality, beauty, and confidence, and how to accept things and not to be controlling or not to get into the victim stage. So this is quite intense. Like, I think this is one of the worst lifetimes that you had, and the most karma that you had in this lifetime. So it might trigger you even, uh, but I hope not. I hope it will bring you clarity of your situation. So yes, so the main message why you are channeling this lifetime and not the other, because you have many lifetimes or only at least few of lifetimes, is because you have to learn how to set your goals and how to achieve your dreams on your own. Other information might not be associated directly with your dreams, but just bear in mind that the main message of this reading is achieve your goals now. Focus on your dreams. Focus on your goals. I know that you heard this many times, but this is the serious topic, okay? You have to focus on your own life, on your own dreams, on your own ideas, and bring those ideas to life. Okay, so now we are going to see what connections did you have and what people, what roles they played in your life. So first connection, we have 3 significant connections. First connection is someone you don't know. So this is a karmic partner of yours. This was a karmic partner. You don't have any connection in this lifetime. You kind of don't want to have a connection with this person because it was very hard for you and intense for you. So you consciously, on the soul level, chose not to have any connection with this soul. And so a lot of karma comes from this lifetime. You're struggling right now, if you have some struggles, you will have some struggles because of this person and because of that karmic lessons, okay? So, you have King of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and New Love and Flirt. So, and this was in reverse. This new love was in reverse. So, this was your lover. You had a romantic relationship with this person. You were a woman, and this person was a man. So, this person was like, what I'm getting is, no offense, but it was a horny narcissist. It was a horny narcissist. So this person has quite strong sexual needs. They were very sexually cord. Like the main, they almost have an addiction to sex. Like they were very horny, and you had sexual relationship, but also you were a wife to this person, or you lived with this person. So, and they left you, they were cheating on you. So they had many partners. And when this connection started, it was very good, it was gentle, it was soft. You've got the attention that you needed. They noticed you, and you were in love with this person, and you thought that this person will be the love of your life. But gradually the things changed, and this person showed their true colors. And they were a narcissist. They manipulated you. They hold you. I think that they hold you in their room, or you spend a significant amount in your room alone, almost like locked in this person's house, but you were manipulated to do that. It was, you had a choice to leave the house. You were not completely locked, but you were manipulated to stay with this person because you, first of all, you love this person, and second of all, you thought that you have no choice and you have to stay with this person because you have nowhere to go, or and the situation that I'm getting, like, there was a change of location. So you were born in the Roman, and I will get this card for you. So you were born in the Greece, a Roman Empire, yeah. So you were born in the Roman Empire, but this person was from Africa. The country that I'm getting is this. So this is a flag of this country. I don't know how to pronounce this country, but it's in the middle of the Africa. Like you can see this. Where is it? So it is in the middle of Africa. So you changed the location. You were born in Roman Empire, but because you were in love with this person, you moved to the Africa. Okay? So, and the moment you moved, you knew that your parents are away. You cannot connect to your family, to your friends, or to your parents. So you felt obliged. You felt obliged to stay with this person. You felt responsible that you have to have your own life, and you felt ashamed if you come back to your parents. You would felt ashamed that you kind of, your life was a mess and you were a failure. So this was a strong crossroad, and unfortunately you didn't left this person even though you were deeply unhappy with this person. So you also have the orphan, and you have lessons and blessings. So even though it was very difficult life, you also learned a lot of things. You grew spiritually in like enormous way. You felt abandoned. I felt always abandoned because you, in the in the first stages of this love, you've got all the attention, the chemistry was there, even the sexual chemistry, you were quite sexually compatible with this person. But as the time went on, you felt more and more isolated. You didn't have any friends around you and you felt abandoned. So in this lifetime, you probably have a lot of abandonment issues. You cannot stand, not you cannot stand, but you are dealing with the people who constantly abandon you or who don't care about your feelings, or you feel betrayed by those people and something is they don't understand you, or something that you feel very alone and you feel very single or you lonely. So yeah, and also you had many arguments, many conflicts with this person. It's almost like never-ending story. You felt you were violent to each other. I'm getting psychological violence, could be a physical violence for a little bit, but the most part is psychological violence. You were violent too. You were violent too because this person triggered you, the wounds. You really loved this person. And this person didn't love you. Like at first they love you, but then the love kind of dissipated and they wanted to be with you because you were so compassionate, so loving. They were almost like energetic vampire to you. They were sucking your energy out by your love. And you sacrificed all your life to this person. You kind of, because you stayed and you were too afraid to go, to come back to your family and to come back to your roots, you were constantly was you were sucked out of the energy of this person and they were cheating on you. They had multiple partners and you didn't want to believe that, so you kind of chose to be blind to that. You almost consciously chose to be blind to that. You chose to believe that this is your love, this is the loving partner, and you saw the good features in them, you saw the potential of them, but they never changed. They never changed. They were manipulative, they were abusive towards you, and you chose to be blind to that manipulation and abusive relationship that you had. Um, Also, they were flirting a lot, and in this lifetime, you had to meet person who also flirts a lot, or you already met this person who flirts a lot with other with the opposite sex. So, and you hate that feeling. I feel like you hate that feeling, or you know that feeling when the person is flirting, and you kind of have this intuition about that, that this is not serious. When the person flirts, like when you meet the person who flirts with opposite sex, it's kind of a turn off for you. You feel like you feel very negative about this because this is you remember this lifetime when your person always flirted with other women and they lied to you, and they lied to you a lot. So yes, and also I feel a lot of sexual frustration you get right now is from this lifetime. If you get sexual frustration, it's from this lifetime because you were always sexually frustrated. You were not in your power because you were very attracted to that partner, but you cannot get the satisfaction, and because they had many partners or they had sexual partners outside of the relationship, they didn't want to have a sexual relationship with you, so you felt abandoned in that sense also. Okay, so a lot of intense fear, intense obstacles was in this lifetime. Also, this lifetime was kind of the biggest struggle, but also the biggest blessing to you because you learned so much that you right now you are born to be the guidance for other people, and you have a lot of wisdom that you have to share, you must share with other people. You have to be kind of almost like a spirit guide to other people, or like a leader to other people to help them to navigate through the relationship, especially the narcissistic relationship. Okay, let's see more. And another thing that I'm getting is also the body image issues. The body image issues, okay? So we have growth, beauty, and we have assessing. Okay, let's see more. You also have the mouse spirit and the dragonfly spirit. So in this lifetime, you were like a mouse. You were always timid, shy. You were pushed by this lifetime to be like a rebel, to stand for yourself, to stand for your beliefs, because your light was so dimmed by this person. Like, you have to learn how to be authentic, how to listen to your intuition, how to stand for your beliefs. And you learned a lot. You learned how to not to be shy, but you didn't have a breakthrough in this lifetime. You kind of almost accepted this situation on your behalf, you sacrifice your happiness for this person. And in this lifetime, you are faced with the body image issues and the feeling that you're not attractive, or you're ugly, or you're not beautiful, because in that lifetime, but you're getting out of this. You're definitely getting out of this. In that lifetime, you felt you felt not beautiful, and subconsciously you felt this because your person was cheating on you and they didn't respect you. So that body image issues was created and formed because of the behavior of this person, but not because of you were not beautiful. Maybe you were kind of beautiful, but you didn't notice your beauty. And you have to learn in this lifetime how to assess the situation. And I think that some of you who's watching this video, this is a general reading, but take at how it resonates. You have to move from your partner. You have to separate from the partner. And if you had already done that, and it was a recent experience, be proud of that, because you never was able to do this in the previous lifetime, because you didn't have a capacity to assess what is gonna happen. And if you would have a hope for a future, you would immediately run away from that person, but you didn't, because you were focused on the small things, and you were conditioned to be small. You didn't have any ambitions, you didn't have any goals. You were very focused on the little things in life, daily activities like washing the dishes, also cleaning the house, making a dinner, waiting for this person, waiting and waiting and waiting, and you never showed up for you. You never was emotionally available to you. So in this lifetime, you are forced to be ambitious. You are forced to have big dreams, because you have to see beyond your current circumstances. You have to see beyond your current life. Okay? So yes, and you are born to grow and transcend any illusion and any obstacles that is coming is like a reflection of this lifetime. Those illusion is just repetition of that lifetime that you already have. Okay? This is very intense. This is very intense. Okay, let's see another connection. Okay, and the last thing about this person, about this horny narcissist, is that this love, even though there was a love from both sides at first, this love was never evolving. It never matured. It never reached the mature levels of love when there is not only sexual chemistry, but also friendship, respect, uh, appreciation, honor for each other. And you were stuck in this immature love, okay? And also this person was very impulsive, and they didn't want to stay in one place. They were they they could be even they could travel a lot, or they moved a lot, and they didn't stay in you. They didn't want to be with you in, I don't know. They didn't want to be stuck with you, so they remained their independence, and also they sucked your energy, and they took advantage of your love, took advantage of your caring nature. Okay, another connection. I hope this reading is not too long. Another connection is sister and spirit guide. So I feel like for most of you, you have a sister. You have a sister, and this sister is not from your soul family. You don't feel connected to your sister, okay? Because this sister has a plan for you. You planned a lesson with the sister. The lesson is how to be independent, how to learn to be independent, and how to not look for validation and encouragement from your family members. Because if you have a sister and you don't connect with her, is because she is not from your soul family. She's another soul. She's from another soul group, and you don't have many things in common. You're very different, and you were forced to be born in this family to have very different attitude, and to be like, she is a triggering factor for you. So, and this is because also you are learning how to transcend all the illusions, and how you are learning how to be independent and listen to your own intuition, and to stay in your own power. Okay? And spirit has your back. You also have to trust that you don't need support from other people. You only need support from spirit, and spirit already has your back. Okay. And the third connection is the daughter. So your daughter. If you don't have a daughter, you don't have children, it means like in that life you have a daughter. But if you do have a daughter, for most of you, I think, is because you have to learn the patience. You have to learn the patience with this daughter. You are learning how to be patient. You are learning how to be flexible with your daughter. And she is helping right now to not to be afraid to take action, and not to be trapped. And I think that recently you made a decision to move on to another city, or to leave a relationship that was not serving, and she's helping you to stay grounded, and she's helping you to be here and now and be in the moment. Also, pile 2 got the same message with the daughter, so if you're drawn to that pile, you can also listen to that pile. Also, you have to learn how to see the big picture in this relationship. Not to focus on the little disagreements that happens with your daughter, but to see the big picture, to see that she's growing, and everything is changing, your personality is changing, and it will never be the same as it is now. She's always evolving, and you are evolving with her too. Okay. And so I also will get some timeline for your lifetime, for this past lifetime. So the timeline I'm getting is you lived in this age 280. This is the age that you lived, 280 after AD. How do you say AD? After Christ. So it was very long time ago, 280. And yeah, and also I'm going to channel in the end how you died, because it is important how you died in this lifetime, okay? So I kind of channeling right now how you died in this lifetime. You died at the age of 45. You reached the age 45 and you were very excited to die. You felt like very good about dying, and it was very slow and very good death. It was not painful, it was very sweet, and you kind of fell asleep and you died, or you just relaxed and your soul just came in the spirit realm. And you immediately came across your spirit guides, and you immediately saw that this is for a reason. The reason why you had such a difficult lifetime is because spirit has a plan for you. You were embraced with this love. You were embraced with this divine love, and you were immediately starting to heal from that lifetime. But because I also want to mention, this reading will be too long, but I have to mention like one thing. You were always healed when you die. You were always healed in the astral realms. Most of the souls choose to be healed, choose to receive that love and to receive that love from your spirit guides. But the most important thing is that you will learn how to heal yourself in the physical form. This is the most important thing, how to heal yourself while you're in this body. Because when you reach that astral realm, when you die, you reach that astral realm, it's very easy to be loved and to feel love and to be healed and to receive love. But when you're in the physical form, because of this frequency, low frequency of earth, you have to learn how to connect with the higher vibrations. And it's very important that you will learn how to heal in this lifetime and in this physical form. So also, the one message that I'm getting, if you had a twin flame connection, you will meet your twin flame connection. You learn how to split your karma into several pieces so that your karma will not be from only the one person, because if you will get your karma from one person, you will not able to transcend this. So either in this lifetime, I feel like for most of you, in this lifetime, you were faced to be in isolation, to be in almost like in prison, could be with your person or could be in some kind of psychiatric institution or something, that you feel isolated. You are physically isolated and emotionally isolated. This is because you chose to split your karma, into several chapters. And why you have a difficult connection with your sister is because you chose to split your karma. The sister was triggering your karmic connection with that previous narcissistic person. So you are able to transcend not all at once, but in this chapters, okay? And with the twin flame, the message with your twin flame, when you had your difficult childhood or your difficult life before you meet your twin flame, is because you are learning how to be with your twin flame when you meet them. You are learning how to be in the union and actually in the loving union when you meet them. it doesn't mean that you won't have to face challenges, because you will have to change challenges in that connection, but you also you are preparing to be in that union, because not all souls are strong enough to have this union with their twin flame, because it's such a challenging connection, and you chose to be in that challenging connection. So be proud of yourself, be proud of what you went through in your lifetime. So yes, okay, another thing is, like, you already know that you're compassionate and loving, but you have to learn how to be wise with your love, how to be empathic, how to be not only empathic but also have boundaries in your love, and to share your love with people who are respected and who have a respect for you and who will respect your boundaries, who will have the same love that you have, the same unconditional love that you have. Okay, what else? This is the last message that I will get for you. So, internet, manipulation, and rain. So, internet. I feel like right now you are forced to compare yourself with other people, especially if you have body image issues, but it could be any other area that you are comparing yourself with other people. You are doing that in the internet, or the internet is like enforcing that behavioral pattern to compare and to be jealous of other people. And so you have to learn how to not do that. You have to learn how to be confident in your own skin and not to believe what society and what Instagram pictures are showing to you. How to feel beautiful in your own skin, how to be confident and not to compare your body or something else with other people. And this is the illusion that you will transcend in this lifetime. Also, with this manipulation, you already learned the lesson how to recognize the person who is manipulative. So use that wisdom, use your power, use your intuition. You know when the person is manipulating you. You have to come back to this wisdom again and again, to know. You will be forced in this lifetime to come back to that wisdom when the people around you are manipulating your love. And the rain is like, in that lifetime you cried a lot. You cried a lot, and actually for some of you, you even didn't cry a lot, but you felt so betrayed, and so the pain was so deep that you couldn't cry, or you were afraid to cry. And right now you will be forced to cry and to release all the pain and all the negativity, and to heal your heart, to open your heart. So if you cried a lot in this lifetime, is because you're healing, you're transcending, you're growing. That's a good sign. That's a good sign that you're letting go of your negative karma. Okay, I will see if I didn't miss anything. Okay, the last message is for you is, you have to know what you can control and you cannot control. And in that lifetime, in this lifetime, you couldn't control your life. You thought that you had no control over your life, and you were believing in destiny, and you felt like, okay, this is my destiny, I have to stay with this person. But now you're getting out of this mindset, and you have to know what you can control, and you have to almost plan your day, plan your activities, plan your dreams, to know when it is the right time to take action and when is the right time to rest. You are discerning that. So thank you for watching. That's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to book a personal reading, all information is in the description box below. So thank you and bye. Hello, pile number 3. So you chose this muscovite crystal, and this is your reading about your past life. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually filming this after 2 months of break, of a pause, and I already channeled the message, but I didn't record it um, 2 months ago because I was lacking the energy and I had to do a break. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to read what I already written down, and it almost feels like I channeled so many messages, but I cannot connect to this fully right now. I will try, but I think you will benefit more if I just read what I already written for you, and I will use the cards only to refer to what I was written. Okay, so what was your past life? So it was interesting life. I think that the reason why your spirit guides are showing this life because you can remember your lost abilities, your talents, and it will help. Somehow this information will help you in the future and to plan your future. So in this lifetime that I'm channeled, you lived in the year of 914, and you lived in this country, which is right now it's called Montenegro, but at that time it was Byzantine Empire, and Byzantine Empire formed after the Roman Empire, so it was continuation of the Roman Empire, and it had a city of Constantinople. So, but you lived in the area of Montenegro. Okay, so you were a woman, but you were born into a very strange body, um, or perhaps you it's not like a strange body, but a strange feeling about your gender, and I will explain later. But you were a woman at that lifetime. You had many talents and gifts, and you still have those talents and gifts. Um, for example, artistic talents, art, and especially music. But your profession was a writer or a scribe. You were a writer. You had good health, very good health. You lived very long time. You lived, um, they told me, my spirit guides told me, 93 years old. You reached 93 years old. Okay, what else? So, you lived in the area when there was a conflict, political situation was changing, and there was some kind of conflict going on in that area. Um, and your mother decided to move to another city and to move to a different location. And it was very hard decision. Your mother was very overthinking that decision, but it eventually it was good decision for your family. Someone died. You were 5 years old when that happened. So the major event was five. When you was 5, your family moved to a different country, and someone died at that time also. But your mother was alive still. Um, Okay, I'm not getting any information about your father, but what I'm getting right now, your father was absent, or I think that actually from years of 5, your father was moving from your life, or you didn't see your father as much as you want to. Something was absent in in regards of your father. Something happened like you didn't see the father as much as you want to. Okay, so because of the political situation, your family moved to a different location. You lived a life full of contrasts. When your family moved to a different location, it was positive, but everybody involving you didn't do the shadow work. So you kind of you didn't internalize, you didn't do self-reflection. So you almost like, I cannot say you didn't progress, but your progress was very slow. Uh, your spiritual progress was not as big as you planned it to be, or you could do this progress. So you didn't do the shadow work, and they say I written here, your head was full of shit. So you had mentally, you were very busy and you lived very busy life mentally and thinking a lot, overthinking and forming many concepts in your head, but that's actually was a burden for you and you didn't know how to move out from that space, from that mental space. But there's a positive aspect to it because you developed mental abilities and especially your talent to write. So if you find yourself that you can easily write something or you can easily explain something with words, it means like it comes from this lifetime. And also you had this concept that you want to create utopic perfect life. You want that utopia in this lifetime and you couldn't do that. And actually you had a card of Atlantis, you see here. So before that lifetime you lived in a different dimension, and because Atlantis is not on Earth, it's a parallel dimension near to Earth, but you lived there and then you decided to, even though it could, some people recognize that this is on Earth, but my spirit guides are saying right now, like, this is a different dimension from Earth and it has a connection with the Earth, but it's not Earth. So you previously, before this lifetime, you lived in Atlantis and you decided that you want to reincarnate on Earth after that lifetime, and it was very difficult because you have to go through that kind of transformation, that your energy was danced out on, vibrationally you have to lower your frequencies a little bit so you could be on the material body and you could have a 3D body. And also, before I forget, about your gender. So you had some problems with your gender. You were not transgender. You were a woman. You were attracted to men, but you always wanted to be a man in this lifetime because you thought that men have more power, more control over their life, and you didn't accept your you kind of accepted, but not fully. You accepted your gender as something that you have to live for the rest of your life, but you didn't want to live in that body. And you were jealous. You were jealous of masculine figures. And okay, let's see more. And this gender issues is actually because during the lifetime of Atlantis, you have more power of your abilities. You have more power, and this incarnation into the body was very hard for you because you felt restricted. You felt somehow something was restricted. So kind of your freedom was restricted. You felt like this is a box they putting me in, and I don't want to be in that box. I want to be more open. Okay. Oh, you wanted a peaceful life. After that time of Atlantis, you chose to live on Earth again, and you wanted a peaceful life. Actually, you lived quite peacefully, but not happy. You were a very different soul when you reincarnated. Yes, you were very unique, and you didn't connect to people, only your mother and pets. So we have a pet here. See, this is significant for you. You didn't connect to people, even though you was a writer, but because you were very extravagant soul and very unique, but you didn't have a selfish quality about that uniqueness. You didn't go around and said, "Oh, look at me! I'm so different from you." No, you didn't. You didn't want to be unique. I almost feel like you didn't want to be unique, but you just accepted that you don't connect with people. And you were forced to be a mother, but you didn't identify yourself as a mother. So you had kids or a kid. It's not significant how many kids you had, but you had at least one kid, and you didn't plan this, and you were forced to be a mother, and you didn't want to be a mother because you felt you couldn't achieve all the success, and kids is almost, you felt like kids are kids not allowing you to be successful, and you want to be successful and powerful and free. But kids also, or kid or one child, open your heart up a little bit. So you learn also not to be so strict, because even though you was very strict on yourself and you had many mental activities was very dense for you, but you managed to open your heart just a little bit, so you wasn't cold as a rock. You wasn't so cold-hearted, but you were much colder than you are right now. Okay, so it was hard for you to stay in the body. Okay, let's see more. So you have very good health. I already said that. You didn't want to be a mother. You didn't heal limiting belief. So the reason why they are showing this lifetime again is like, you still have some limiting belief right now, that I don't get to achieve my dreams because of my kids. My kids are interfering in my success. This is the limiting belief that you must heal in this lifetime. Contrast, you were a good mother, good writer, but lacked compassion to other people, only your kids, because you held a belief that you're not enough as a woman, and you need to be more aggressive, because otherwise everybody will take over you, replace you, and you had to prove yourself. So how you chose to prove yourself in that lifetime? You noticed that somehow humans are very focused on their appearance, and because you were from different planet, that was appearance was actually non-existent, because you can easily change your form and change your physical appearance. But when you incarnated in this body, you saw how people, crazy people, they focus too much on their appearance, and especially the seductive quality about women. And you actually, what you did, you used that seduction as a form of getting success and getting what you want. So you kind of manipulated people a little bit by your appearance. But as a result, you had quite huge wall between you and other people because you were manipulating them and not opening heart fully for other people. You were loving your kids but not other people. And that association is still in you, like something about power and beauty. It is associated in you, and your spirit guides are saying the beauty and the power could not necessarily be associated for you. You could separate those things a little bit. For example, if you wake up and you look shitty that day, but you still feel confident in yourself, that means you're still powerful, you're still attractive. You don't need to be perfect. So you will see more and more examples in your life that you can see that actually the physical appearance is only an illusion. And yeah, so I will read more. Okay, so you attracted, you use your attractive qualities to get what you want, but you actually hated that. You saw the fakeness in that when people use their physical appearance to get what they want. But you absolutely didn't realize why it works. You didn't reflect on that, why it works. You just use that. And you lacked true love for yourself. You didn't take the time to understand yourself. Yeah, and wrong association were formed. So what you can do right now is actually take the time to understand yourself, to reflect on those things, and don't think that society is the way it is, but contemplate those things. And also you were quite stubborn because you didn't want to see the reality, and you stayed in your mind a lot of time, and you ran away from your feelings. On terms of your feelings, something happened in your love life. So we have codependency and we have make the effort, and it was in reverse as I shuffled that. So make the effort was the situation was you were falling in love for a man who was your co-worker, and you wanted him so bad, but you didn't make the effort to share your feelings with this particular man. And what you did, he actually found somebody else and you created a family with somebody else. And you always regretted that you didn't make the move to actually say your feelings, and be open about your feelings. And you didn't have any significant romantic relationship after that. You didn't deal with codependent issues, but still, it doesn't mean that they didn't exist. That you didn't have to deal in that lifetime with codependency, with relationship problems, but they still was existing because we all get conditioning when we are born. So actually, what are you trying to do right now is to heal that codependency issues, and all starts from that sharing your feelings, expressing your feelings, and then solving your problems, balancing between independence and between being totally independent, successful, and sharing your heart with other person. And it's very hard to describe. You have to feel the balance when you're too cold, when you're too restricted in yourself, and when you have to share your feelings. So right now it's very important for you to feel that line of codependent nature when you get too involved with other person, and when you are too cold and too detached from other person. So yeah, you lived independent life. So that's all I've written down, but we can see more what advice is for you in this lifetime. So I will clarify the shocking news thing, and also about the gymnastics. I feel like if you're drawn to specific sports, it could not be gymnastics, but other specific sport, for example, karate or box or something. It's because you want to express your masculine ability that was not fully expressed in that lifetime, because you were feeling as almost as a male, but you had to live in the female body. And this yin and yang energies was not balanced. So if you're drawn to some very masculine sport, or but you are a girl, or vice versa, that means like go for it, explore it, and you will see that something is balancing in your body. Okay, so I will clarify the shocking news for you, what it is. Okay, I'm back. And what I wanted to mention, before I was doing this reading, I actually was very angry on myself because I realized I couldn't film this reading because my camera, the thing that is holding the camera is broken because of my kids, and I was so angry. So I realized that some of you, as and me, also have some perfectionist quality about you. You are perfectionist, and you want to be, sometimes you want reality to be a certain way, and that blocks you from exploring other realities, other options. And the advice for you is to be more playful and to just go with the flow, and don't try to be strict on yourself and on your work and what you do. Okay, so let's see what is the shocking news. Okay, so the message for you is the shocking news is if you decided that you want to be single for the rest of your life, or single life is quite a happy place for you, that's okay, but something is changing in your love life. And not only that, if you are in a happy relationship, that means like your relationship is ascending to a new level, but you still have more learning to do. And by learning, it doesn't mean it's not a karmic thing that you need to learn, but more like to understand other person, to understand yourself, to have more self-reflection on your romantic life, on the relationship, on something that you couldn't see before, and something will get cleared. Your mindset and how you view relationships in general will be more clarified, and because of that, you still need for next 8 months, I feel you have to dig deeper into your soul, into your love for yourself and for other people, and understand yourself fully. So don't decide that you already understand yourself, because you know that's it's almost infinite process to understand fully yourself, to actually observe your mechanism of mind is quite interesting thing, and do that with sense of curiosity. And as you're doing that, you might get some romantic offers from one person, and it could be several people, but one person in particular. um, it could develop into a long-term potential. Actually, it will develop into long-term potential if you let it be. but it will take time, a little bit more time, to ground that connection, to ground that, and to be more stable, to be more trusting, loyal, and safe. And you would think that nobody cares about you, or you could think that nothing is happening in your romantic life right now, but you will get some changes, some quick and unexpected changes in your romantic life. It's a new beginning for you, new emotional beginning. So it's really important to share your feelings, to express your feelings, to don't regret saying things, because you will regret not saying things, if it makes sense. Like, if you block yourself from expressing your feelings, you will regret that in the future. So please be open. Please share your deepest feelings with that person. Okay, and last two cards here. So we have freedom is yours and use your mind wisely. Okay, so freedom is yours. Explore your freedom, be free. Don't limit yourself by your gender. If you find yourself like limiting beliefs about your gender, it means like be other gender. Like, explore the things that you are not allowed to explore as in this body. If you are a woman and you want to be a man, or develop some manly qualities, develop those qualities. And also, don't care about what other people say, but I think that you already don't care about what other people say. Just confirming that you are on the right path. And use your mind wisely. It means like something about your selfishness. I don't know. I want to say one message, but it's not resonating fully with me. Something is about your selfishness. It's a very strange feeling I'm getting. Okay. Okay, so you have to move on from lower frequencies, of your body, of your soul, and meditation will definitely help you to move faster. Because you sometimes get to be in that lower frequency vibration, you start to overthink the situations. You start to think, you're not seeing the reality clearly, and you see other people as selfish and yourself as selfish, or some selfishness. You see that people are selfish and you don't like that, so you get too confused about that. And you don't have to. Just let go of that situation, and it will be better if you meditate and be in your higher frequency. And you will notice when you are in your higher frequency, you actually don't worry about other people, if they are selfish or not. You're just living your best life, and you're not focused on other people at all. So this is all I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 4. So you chose this crystal. This is the diamond. This is your reading about your past life. So I'm going to channel only one past life. But if you already know, time doesn't exist. So it means like you already lived this life, but it could be also in the future timeline. What I channeled for your lifetime, you lived in the future. You lived in reality that was actual, that was material, and it happened, but it was a parallel reality of current lifetime. So if you could imagine, the time has many has many tunnels. You could see a time as a tunnels of reality. So they showing me this reality in the future, but it will actually not happen. It will not happen because of the changing reality. The consciousness is awakening, a massive awakening happening around the planet. So actually it will not happen exactly in this reality. We're not going to this direction where you lived, but it is a parallel dimension. So I'm not going too deep in this subject, but if you want to know exactly what timeline it is 2494. 2494. So it is around 400 years from now. But it is a parallel reality. It's not necessarily going to happen the way you lived your life, okay? So you lived in India, and if you don't believe in that, that's an Asian territory. This is an Asian, it's a confirmation. We have 2 cards confirming that. Okay, and you chose this diamond card. What I feel, because diamond is very expensive mineral, you like to have to live a fancy lifestyle. You want to live a fancy lifestyle, and you're already trying to manifest more expensive, more abundant lifetime where you can buy expensive things, or when you you basically like to have things that are very unique, are very has a good quality in it, and you appreciate good quality work and good quality products. And not only that, you appreciate people who are loyal, who are respecting you, and if they are not respecting you the way you imagine, you are not satisfied and you're not happy about that. So you're very, very loyal to people who lived in their integrity and who are basically not bullshitting and not doing. You don't like surface communication, surface level interactions. And also the guidance for you with this diamond is that don't focus too much on the material reality, but focus more on spiritual self, and this will actually help you to manifest the material reality much more quick, because you are trusting yourself when you're focusing on your spiritual self, but not trying to control the material 3D aspect of the world. Okay, so we have angels and we have orphan. So I feel like you your parents died at an early age and you were lost as a kid or as a teenager. For some of you it was a teenager, but I feeling at the age of 15 you already lived like an adult. You lived an adult life. It means you were forced to have your own finances, you were forced to have your own life, and you created your own reality from the age of 15. Also with this knighthood, I feel like you were very protected of yourself, and you like to protect other people. You worked as a guardian of some kind of a guardian. You had a quality of fighting for your truth. You you fight for your truth. You're not sitting quietly and waiting for something to happen. You are fighting, and you are fighting for other people also, and for your own happiness, for your own truth. And sometimes that quality, that personality trait was getting you in trouble. With the blossoming card, in that lifetime, you couldn't achieve full potential uh, in the spiritual sense and in your loving sense, because love is the most important thing. I keep repeating that because the more you love, the more abundant you are, the more happy you are, and everything. But actually, you were not able to fully conquer your fears. That's what I feel. You had a fear of failure, and you also had a failure of success. It means like you manifested some abundant, expensive lifestyle. You had financially, you were very supported, you were abundant, but you always felt like something could happen and you would lose all of that financially. Someone will take the success from you. Someone will come and take the material things from you. It was quite strong fear of being successful, being or to fail. And also you had a fear of other people and what other people might think of you, and you cared a lot about other people's opinions, even though in the surface level, in your facade, in your personality, you were showing, I don't care, I live my life by my own rules. But actually you did care, and you did care what people think. You did care what people think of you. And sometimes it gave you anxiety and anxious feeling of losing hope in humanity. That's what I feel, hope in humanity. You almost lost hope in humanity. You felt like you couldn't trust anybody. That's coming from your orphans, your inner child wounds that you had, and you didn't trust anybody but yourself. And that was very sad. Like you didn't saw how it was. You actually thought that it was the reality. And when you died, you actually saw like, oh no, that I was not, that not, that this is not how life should be. I could live more happily. I could live more peacefully. But you didn't achieve peace in yourself. You were always anxious, fearful, and you suppress those fears, so they became quite a dense energy that you couldn't let go of. The path. So actually you were successful. I feel like you were successful. You had your own business, or you had some managing skills um, that you shared with other people. You manifested very good life. You moved forward with your success, and you were quite innovative, or that's the word, like you initiated big projects, big like humanity almost changing projects that was very successful, and a lot of people were jealous of your success. That's all. That's also what I feel. But you were learning at that lifetime to have more faith, and to have more faith in angels, in the destiny, in the universe. And something is quite interesting, because as you were living quite material 3D world, and you were focused a lot on your finances and success, but you had some extraordinary experiences, like you manifested an angel, or angel was manifesting in the human form, or something, that you saw an angel, that you saw a miracle in your life happening, and then you thought, oh my God, what was that? I thought that I am mortal. I thought that I only have this body and I will die, and then I see something very extraordinary. So, and it was a couple events in your lifetime that you saw an angel, or you saw some creature of light body, and you started to have a seed of hope and a seed of faith, and it opened your crown chakra a little more, and you were more guided. More guided, and you had many ideas from spiritual realms that you actually implemented in that lifetime. But in terms of your romantic connections and relationships, you were not happy. Okay, so you died at the age of 37. You died quite early. How you died? I'm going to look the cards, how you died. Oh my God, I've got the chills. So, you died actually, you were suffocating. You see this lady, she's in the bubble. You couldn't breathe. You couldn't breathe because the earth was coming to this point of almost destruction, and the oxygen levels are very low at that timeline. We're not moving to this timeline, I'm repeating myself. We're moving to another dimension that is more higher frequencies than this, but you were suffocating because the oxygen levels are very low, and you were in some kind of a costume or something with this, which is the tool that is helping you to breathe and to breathe fresh air. So you couldn't breathe anymore, and many things change on the earth plane. Many things, they were happening, a lot huge changes, especially in the earth atmosphere. Something was happening on the earth atmosphere. You could see the sky was getting more gray and gray. Also, there was a lot of lightning happening, as you can see in this picture, and basically a lot of destruction. Artificial intelligence also was taking over. People are not happy in that earth plane. Actually, it's very strange why you chose this. Why you chose to live in this very dark, I would say dark place. Because it was not peaceful. It was definitely not peaceful. Okay, so the one reason why you chose this lifetime is because you wanted to experience what it's like to be only in the mental, to develop only mental qualities about yourself, and to develop only mental intellectual levels, because you were very curious what will happen if you block your heart chakra, and if you block your emotions, block your relationship, what would happen, what is the worst case scenario almost. And you experienced that, and you chose to, and actually you chose quite good, I would say not comfortable, but quite comfortable exit, because you died so early, and it was a blessing for you. to not having to continue living on this earth plane, because people are dying around you. People are dying, and you didn't want to see people dying. You want to be in a successful society. You cared about society. You cared about the future. You cared about Earth. You cared about those things. Even though you couldn't establish human connections, like loving human connections, but you care about the society in general and the humanity. But you were losing hope in that, so you wanted to see what will happen if the humanity will only if the humanity will only continue to develop their intellect and to develop artificial intelligence. You actually, someone worked in your field. You were working with the artificial intelligence. And this lifetime is helping you to transform your life, because you chose this current life that you're living at the moment. You chose to transform yourself and to go back to your roots and to your emotional roots, to have more compassionate heart. And transformation is already occurring. So you almost regressed in that lifetime, and you come back right now to see how you could merge your intellect and your emotional self. You also was learning that more and more work will not make you happy. You have to take time out from your work. You have to rest, and it actually makes you more productive. So that's also because at that lifetime you were a workaholic. You worked a lot. I feel like you were like Elon Musk. It sounds ridiculous, but in that humanity, in that consciousness, you were quite advanced soul, and you had many crazy advanced ideas implemented in the society. So you were quite famous, and you were appreciated by a lot of people. Because you did so much and you worked your ass off. You worked from early morning till the dark, because you were so what's the word? I forgot the word, but you were so compassionate towards your work and towards what you're doing. Not compassionate, but passionate. Okay, so I'm going to have the last cards about your life, what is significant, maybe your connections, what you have to know, something about your relationships, maybe. Okay, so we've got the Father. Oh my God, okay. That is very interesting. Okay, so without the tarot even, I can already say, so you have interesting connection with your father. I say interesting because it's not very positive. It could be positive, but it's not right now. And you almost don't want to believe that your father is deceiving you, or your father is the one who you cannot trust. You cannot trust your father, because very soon there will be an event that you will see why you cannot trust your father. He wears a false mask, as you can see, and this situation is a karmic that is coming for you. It's a karmic situation with your father to solve your issues from this lifetime, because you didn't have a father in that lifetime. He was absent, and because you were so successful, you managed to be a father for yourself. You were quite a masculine figure. I think that you were, it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man, but you lived as a almost genderless being. You were more a masculine energy. You learn how to be a father for yourself. You learn how to take action. You learn how to be successful, but you were lacking that father figure in your life. So you're transforming your life right now with the father so that you can be free from that karmic bonds. And what you need to do is actually forgive your father from every mistake that he did in your at the moment, in the past or in other lifetimes, so you can be free from that situation. And you will learn how to see clearly, how to see without deception when you see the shadow self of other person. Okay, actually I will get more tarot in this situation. Okay, so what I'm feeling is that your father is not appreciating the way you are. You could be very judgmental on your appearance. If you are a woman or you want to develop some feminine attributes, it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man, but if you want to develop some more womanly attributes, for example, your appearance, your sexuality, because Queen of Wands is like creativity and sexuality, and he doesn't support you in that field. He doesn't support you. You feel misunderstood. You feel like a black sheep in the family. So you're going to see that even though he loves you, you have to learn yourself. And yeah, he loves you. I feel the love from him, but he's not loving. You don't have same belief system. That's what I feel. You don't have the same belief system, and you are very different. Is your conditioning is very different. Your views about the world is very different. So you have to learn how to appreciate his being, but also love yourself and also express the love that you have, but also have boundaries. So it's quite a difficult, subtle balance that you have to make. And you will be very happy when you heal the issues with your father. You will be very successful, very happy, and you have to follow your gut, and you have to don't think what your father thinks of you. Don't think what other people might say, might think of you. When you start to believe in your own abilities and express your own abilities, you will see how much freedom you get, how much fun you get. Actually, the fun, the joy, the happiness that you had is coming from yourself, but not from validation from your parents and from your father. And what is with this Knight of Swords energy? I will get more specific about that. Okay, so you're afraid to be a leader, even though you almost live like an Elon Musk in the previous lifetime, but you're afraid to be a leader and to take a lead and to be the one who needs to who you don't need to be a follower. You don't need to be like everyone else. You have to be very unique and very straightforward. You have to be like this Knight of Swords, which is very intelligent, which has high ideals, because you do have high ideals, you do have high standards, you are high class, you are very high class, and you don't have to be ashamed of that, because many people will shame you, many people will be jealous of you because you're such a high class. You like to have a fancy lifestyle, and you don't have to be ashamed of that, Because sometimes people say, oh, you only care about the money, you only care about something that and that, and it's not true. You just love the luxurious life. You just love the luxury in your life. So yeah, that's it. I think that's all I have for you. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.